Good morning. This is Reportage, and I'm Danish with Nabi. In today's segment of Reportage, I have something interesting for my viewers, which is a book titled Money Villa Learn to be Money Smart. It's a book by Kashmiri author Mr. Bilal Hussain. The book talks in detail about why should we give business education to our children. More from the author on this interesting topic. Mr. Bilal, before I ask you about the book, let's digress a bit and let me ask you about your work. This is your second book on the business and the children. Explain a bit about your authorship, about your first book, and why are you interested in business and children?
Okay, Danis, thank you for actually inviting me for this talk. I have been into education for almost now more than 15 years. And I have been teaching at mostly at university level. So means like master students, bachelors, and sometimes even guiding the research students for different research projects. So what I have observed over the years is that I'm teaching management and financial management. So what I have actually found is that there are lots of students who come to us with a non-commerce or non-finance background. And there are lots of things which actually I found that they should be knowing as humans, as basic life skills. They need to know those things, but those things are lacking. And it's something not because of their fault, but it's as such the system. So the education system where we actually teach them computer skills, we teach them language skills, lots of other skills. But what is lacking is that financial skills are missing. Uh, in the graduation, we have in undergrad over here in Indian system, so we have subjects that offer commerce, even up till 10th, 11th, and 12th as well. But in schools, that's completely missing. That's how the idea came that let me start from the beginning, which was like my earlier book, which is A to Z of Finance for Kids or Children's. And again, the concept is basically when we teach a 3-year-old kid or two plus kid about,
What
we
is
tell
the
them
age? What is the age group you are catering to?
4 plus. That
Four
book is
plus.
was meant for 4 plus age.
4 plus.
Yes,
And this book is meant for
this is for 6 plus.
6 plus. Okay.
Yes. So in 4 plus, what we are basically targeting and trying to basically introduce financial terms is like A is so like in normal traditional ways, we teach them A is for apple, B is for boy, and similarly like go on and on. But in that book, what I have tried to introduce is like let's get the terminologies, financial terminologies in their vocabulary at them. So we teach them A for is accounting, B is for banking, C is for currency, D is for discount. And I didn't straightway went on for writing a book project. So what I did is like I actually had pilot project in schools, and once I found that it's successful, yes, it's actually working with well with childrens. Then I authored a book which is A to Z of Finance. It's available throughout India. So that book was well received by the schools, by the parents, and then I got like lots of feedback from teachers, from parents saying that now they've read it, they understood like lots of terms about the finance. What next? So then came this idea of this money villa, which is meant like then if actually we went ahead further and introducing them terms like what does it mean to be in a bank and what does bank do. And how I have done it is like it's a character, one single character based story on a squirrel who is in jungle, and he's very inquisitive about getting into the financial world. So then that's how the story builds on. And
No,
then in the
Mr.
each
Bilal, Mr.
chapter we
Bilal,
are
let
introducing
me
different
interject
terms.
here. Mr. Bilal, let me
Yeah, yeah,
interject here. You use the word life skills. How is
right.
business a life skill for children? The
Yeah.
business
So
studies.
yeah, Danish, we assuming which is considered to be a life skill, right? So communications, it's a life skill. So lots of life skills. Similarly, nowadays, what's important is if you are not, as an adult, you are not good at finances, you're not able to take wise, prudent financial decisions. So you land up in troubles. So you land up lots of financial mess. I have seen, especially lots of old people land up in financial mess because of their lack in financial skills. So this book is like right preparing young minds right from the beginning with those financial terms, financial literacy, so that they will be taking prudent financial decisions in future.
So the
That's
basic
how it's a
idea,
life skills.
so basic idea is to grow your children while they also know with other life skills, they also know about the economy, about the business, and how to spend their savings or the money. Am I right?
Yes, right, right. So they understand these things and they basically start investing. They know what bank does, how important money is, how to spend money, what to ask for. Like I gave you in one instance, my I have a daughter who's 4 year old, and she was once with me in a shop, and then I asked like what's the price, and he quoted some price for a particular thing, and then my daughters intervened and asked like uncle, what's the discount that you are giving, and he was amazed. I mean the moment he said like how come a 4 year girl, I mean kid, asking me about the discount. So does she
So
understand the
she
word?
had read your first book.
She has written my first book, yes, because she's four
Okay.
plus only. So yeah,
And this is how she got this concept of the sale.
right, right, right. So because we teach them in like D-phase discount, and then it's basically these books need some kind of guidances from the adult, like maybe parent or a teacher.
So
So as to give
how
them.
was your first book received by the people, especially by the children or by the parents?
I mean, it was well received. That's why, I mean, I'm telling you that this second book, because there was a need for like now they have gone from the one stage, so where the financial terms they've gone through the financial terms and they understand, and now how we develop, how we basically further work on it and develop on that and get them introduced to the financial world, where we teach them lots of things. Like there are lots of chapters, eight, nine chapters in this book, which are supported by illustrating illustrators to make it uh,
Mr.
simple for.
Mr. Bilal, point taken. Now to the book. Explain it for the viewers. What is this book about, your second book? Before I come to a third work, which is the third book you are working on, if I'm not wrong.
Right. So
Yeah.
you know, but
So
this
what is this
second
book
book
about?
is yeah, this Money Villa is basically, as I told you, it's basically about a one single character, Scarl, who's basically in the jungle and he's inquisitive about learning financial things. Like he wanted he has gone out and then he has seen a building out there and with a name on bank. So he goes inside, understands what bank does, what does saving mean, how to invest, what does it mean to insurance, what does it mean, how does it work, and what does profit mean, what does loss mean. So those all things are actually each chapter dwells on each of these things. And this is like, as I told you, this is for 6+ age group kids, and I hope it's well received by the children. So yeah,
Mr. Bilal, here we are talking about 4 years children and 6 years children.
right.
How can we inculcate this business concept in children if parents would not support it, would not support this idea? So the point is, it's basically the parents who should understand this concept, and then only children can pick up such books. So,
Yeah, but Danish, you said very right. You know, as a parent, see, I told you the whole idea came in from like I have a background of I have a PhD in finance, so that's how my background is in finance. But we know as parents now that there are lots of life skills that we need to give to our children. So I've seen that
so
teach students.
in this case, it the responsibility lies more with the parents than with the
More with,
students or the children.
yes, right. More with the parents and with the educators, means like teachers.
As
Yes.
an author, what are you doing to reach out to them, to reach out to more parents or to the kids or to the students?
From my side, I have actually, actually spend some time with schools. I mean, talking. I mean, I have started conversation with some few schools over here, where I'm going to give free lectures, free workshops on these financial literacies. So that's how we are basically working on it, so as to get it introduced. And plus, we are working. I'm trying to reach out to the banks, where we are actually there. One of the mandates is financial inclusion and financial literacy as well.
Is,
So they
is,
are
is
also
anyone helping
supportive
you
of
in
the
this
idea.
endeavor or you are all alone?
Pardon?
Is anyone helping you in this endeavor, reaching out to banks, to
No,
schools?
as of now, I mean, yes, nobody. I have to do it individually. I'm doing it on my personal level. So trying to reach out to schools, trying to reach out to banks, or whosoever is basically mandated with financial literacy, financial inclusion. And I'm
There is
even in
there,
talking
there
terms
is
with the
there is
government.
there is also one chapter in your book which is titled "Why Should Children Read It?" I think you
True.
should rephrase the title of that chapter and write "Why should parents read it first?"
No, but I mean, Danish, this is actually is meant for the children's. So we are basically, I mean, targeting the children's, so which is like six. So it's not only for the 6+ age as group. So I have seen children's 10 plus 12 age group. So who are I mean actually literate enough to basically read this book. So it's not only for the specifically for 6+. So it's basically meant for 10+, 12+, even for 14+, or even 16. I mean, if you have gone through the book, you'll see there are lots of things that is very, I mean, informative for the younger kids, like who are in higher secondary schools, or it's that way uh, meant for them as well. So that's why we are addressing to the children
So
why they should be reading.
when should we expect your third book?
Somewhere next year. I'm working on it, and I'm yeah. So somewhere in next year. So that will be basically
That
working on
that
the
that would target the age
building
group
on.
above 16.
That should be somewhere around like 10+, or 8, 12+, 10+, most probably. So we
Mr.
are talking here about the lowest level. So highest
Okay.
level we are not talking about. The minimum age group that we are talking about here.
Mr. Bilal, I must thank you for taking out your time and talking to me. Let me hold your book once more so that it reaches maximum people. They, especially the parents, they get it, buy it, read it, and understand what the money, business, and economy is. Pleasure talking to you.
Same here. Thank you, Danish, and thank you for inviting me for this talk.
Please subscribe to our channel Reportage and press the bell icon to remain updated.